Hey everyone, it's Rachel here. So today we're going to be working on our handstands. So as you can see right now, what I'm doing is some shoulder pump exercises. That is going to help warm up your shoulders, draw the shoulders away from the ears, engage the abdomen, and just pump your arms back and forth. Use your breath, exhale every time you pump forward, and then just kind of release out your arms, come to a downward facing dog. So to practice handstands, we want to have a nice firm downward facing dog. Reach the palms of the hands into the earth, really press through the forefinger and the thumb. Kind of grip the earth with your fingers, really lifting the shoulders away from the ears, wrapping the biceps forward. So wrapping the biceps forward, what that does is it draws the shoulders away from the ears and it also lengthens your collarbones. So right there, I'm bringing my awareness to my abdomen. I want my belly button to be coming in and up. So what that does is it engages the Uddiyana Bandha, which helps the flight ability of a handstand. So really bringing the awareness into the core, engaging your core starting from your toes. Press the toes into the earth. Feel like the toes and the legs are trying to squeeze together even though they're separate. That'll bring energy up through the body and begin to walk the feet forward. So now you're in a shortened downward facing dog. Bring the shoulders directly over the wrists. So now with my shoulders over the wrists, I'm going to come up onto my tippy toes and just begin rocking backward and forward. And this might be enough for you. It's very tiring to actually do this. So while you're doing this, keep the biceps wrapping forward, pressing the hands into the earth, drawing in the belly, lifting the shoulders away from the ears. And then when you need a break, you can come back to downward facing dog. So all the time in handstands, we're trying to find length in the spine, growing up tall, using the toes to reach up to the sky, bringing energy up. So now we're going to practice that same motion of rocking backwards and forwards with lifting one leg. So my right leg is lifted, my right toes are spread wide. I'm just up on my left toes, just going backwards and forwards. Now switch your legs and just notice if you feel any compression in the shoulders. That just means that you need to continue doing this just to strengthen the shoulders. When you want to break, come back to downward facing dog and continue to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Slowing the breath slows the mind. As well with handstands, you want to gaze at something that's about a foot in front of your hands. What that does is your body goes where your eyes go. So that'll help to stabilize the body. So now lift up a leg, and what we're going to do is just begin to kick up. So bring the shoulders directly over the wrist, come to the tippy toes of the foot that's on the floor, bend that lower leg and just begin to kick up. Keep that lifted leg as straight as possible because what that's going to do is lift you up. So you can either bend that bottom leg, just kind of try to kick your butt, and that's just something that you can practice. Switch legs, do it on the other side. Maybe take a child's pose, maybe sit the hips to the heels, just take a couple minutes to breathe. So just working through that motion, finding a tiny little bit of hang time in the air, just begins to help you feel the balance. Keeping your gaze steady at that point, kind of forward in between your hands. Keep the eyes gazing at that point. My gaze is not moving. So what that does is it helps to quiet the mind, quieting the body. So now we're going to come forward and try to do that again, finding a little bit, maybe a little bit more hang time. So lifting the leg, bringing the shoulders over the wrist, drawing the belly, begin to kick up, hold, and lower. Maybe kick up. So the lifted leg is straight the whole time. I'm pressing into the earth with my hands, lifting my shoulders away from my ears, drawing in my belly. Both of my feet are flexed. So keeping both legs really active helps to engage the core. And it's very important to take rests. As you practice, you need to be sure that you can bring your breath into wherever you are going. So if your breath becomes non-consistent, take a break. Return to your breath because your breath is going to be the key to the opening that you want and building the strength and building the stability. So we're going to practice that one more time, maybe try to find a little bit more hang time. So set yourself up, your shortened downward dog, begin to kick up, shoulders over the wrists, pressing away from the earth, really trying to lift myself up through my leg that's up top. So now when you find a bit of the balance, you can, splitting the legs kind of helps with the balance a little bit. And then when you find more and more stable, begin to bring the legs together, squeeze the legs together. So if I were to come and try to pull your ankles apart, I wouldn't be able to. And when you feel like you've gotten a bit of hang time, just release down. Maybe come to Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a couple deep breaths, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Just feeling through your body. Maybe come back up to a standing Tadasana, bring the hands down through prayer, and just breathe. Guys, thank you so much for watching as always. If you have any other questions, please just leave me a comment, or you can go to my Facebook or my website, which is rachelpriest.com. You can send me an email through there. If you want to see anything else, please just let me know. I'd love to make more tutorials if you want to see small flows. And if anything, just remember always to breathe and to be very patient with yourself and love yourself. This isn't something that's achieved overnight. It's called practice for a reason. We practice and practice and practice. So best of luck. I hope you find some fun, some lightness in these practicing your handstands. And again, please reach out to me with any questions that you may have. Sending love always, and sunshine and bright smiles. Have a great day.